Roll the intro, crunk. Why hello, I am your friendly neighborhood gay Johnny Newsworthy. 1980's The Shining is often regarded as the best horror movie ever made. From the story, the cinematography, and Jack Nicholson's amazing acting.
Said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the in.
It left large shoes to fill, and Dr. Sleep delivered. As always, my reviews are split into two parts, one without spoilers and one with. I'll throw this up when I'm about to unbox the goods. But honestly, if you haven't seen this yet, go watch it, then come back. How was it? Dr. Sleep was first published in 2013, 36 years after the Shining novel came out, and 33 after Stanley Kubrick's take on the tale. In it, we meet a grown Danny Torrance, struggling with alcoholism and literal ghosts from his past. Ewan McGregor nails this character. He's only outshined by Abra, played by newcomer Kylie Curran. For her first major movie, this girl is one to watch. Dan must protect her from a pack of Shine vampires, the True Knot, led by Rebecca Ferguson's Rose the Hat.
Hi there.
I only met 2 or 3 people like us. They died.
If you read the book like me, you can go into this knowing that they did it justice. You can tell director and screenplay writer Mike Flanagan respected both the source material and the 1980s film. Plus, he knows his way around a haunted house or two, having created the Netflix mega hit, The Haunting of Hill House. I will say, this is not a horror movie, at least in the typical sense. Sure, it has some pretty effective jump scares, but this is more of a emotional thriller. It's less about what's hiding in the dark and more about those running from it. And where do they run to? Well, to talk about that, we will have to talk about spoilers, so go ahead, skip to the final score if you want. Go ahead, skip. Okay, so let's talk about that ending. After the epic battle between the Shiners and the True Knot, Dan and Abra prepare to face off against Rose in the Overlook Hotel, the same place Dan barely survived as a kid. We all know how that turned out. What you may not know is, in the original book, the hotel blows up, with Jack Torrance riding shotgun. Or, in this case, axe handle? The movie's end infuriated Stephen King, who has been very outspoken with his quote hatred for it. That being said, Flanagan wanted to make Dr. Sleep a follow-up to Kubrick's From. As he told Entertainment Weekly, if you say Overlook Hotel, I see something. It lives right up in my brain because of Stanley Kubrick. So, to stop Rose, Dan first lets the ghost he held captive devour her, then lets the whole place burn while he's still inside, much like his father did in the original story. It's touching to see not only the adaptation come full circle, but also to see Dan fully become the best version of himself. That being said, Dr. Sleep stays faithful to the novel, keeping small details like the death flies and Azzy the cat, who deserves his own movie. I also noticed a lot of small Easter eggs, like Abra's address is 1980, the year The Shining hit theaters, or how she's obsessed with the anime Ruby, which is amazing by the way, go watch it, season 7 just started. The main character is named Ruby Rose, same as our villain. Abra has a little figurine from the show named Emerald, who can make illusions in people's minds, much like herself. There's a lot to find, so be on the overlook for it. I'm sorry. I noticed a lot of circles and cycles in this movie, and that's just a common theme throughout. The first scene, we see young Danny trapped that disgusting, and part of the reason why I'm gay, honestly, truly, I do believe, tub ghost in a mental box. And we see Abby do the same in the end. When members of the True Knot die, they go through a horrific phase called cycling. The cycle of life is also very prominent. The only downside I have about Dr. Sleep is that you can kind of feel that 2.5 hour runtime. The movie moves at a steady pace, not rushing with endless jump scares or senseless chase scenes. Maybe it's a sign of the times, but at first I was like, girl, come on, this is moving way too slow. Then the movie draws you in and you're hooked. So in the end, Dr. Sleep is simply amazing. I would even venture to say that it's a masterpiece sequel. Staying true to both the books and the 1980 film, it honors King's fans while creating a terror all its own. My final score, A+. Thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, don't be a dick.